Welcome back to Shit Talk, Simply How I Think. My name is Roger, aka Roger the Beast. We got
You
Cousin
forget my
P.
name?
No,
Bro, you kind of stuttered on that.
because I was gonna just call you by your surname, Prentice, but I was
Nah.
like Cousin
Don't
P.
call me by my government name.
That's what I was gonna do, but then I had to think. It's been a minute. It feels like it's been longer than it has.
No, it's just
honestly.
because I was like out of town.
Yeah, we got Cousin P, and then we got a special guest here, Mr. Jaylvisuals.
We got the hottest photographer in Sacktown.
What's going on, guys?
Definitely
Hey.
one of the hottest for
Nah,
sure.
he's the hottest, bro. That's. Did you win that? There was like something on Instagram.
Yeah, but I don't even know if that was even real or somebody made that page.
I don't even know either.
The Sack
bro.
Awards, right?
Yeah, but
Awards.
I was like, I don't know if it's because there was a girl that I usually shoot with, or I haven't shot with in the minute, but she was on there too.
Yeah.
But then it was like kind of weird because there was another girl that she kept on promoting herself like, oh, vote. And I don't think she even won. I was like, what? Like, so it didn't make sense. And then they were like and there was another photographer that's hella good. Forgot his name, but he's well known too.
Because I think it was you was on there. Was Photo B? Photo B was on
Shout out
there.
to Photo B.
Photo B is a dope. Yeah, he's dope. I know my homegirl Danny.
Work, yeah, his work is hella good. Like I like all the details he has to it.
Yeah.
But he was on there too, and then there was other people too. But I was like, let me just join and see where it goes. And I was like, I didn't even end up I didn't promote it as much. So I was like, I'm not gonna win. So I was like, it's cool. As long as I was on the top 5, I didn't really care, you know.
Hey, just being on that list though, I think is dope in general though.
Yeah, that's true.
Like you were mentioned, like with top sack photographers.
Yeah,
So that's sick in itself.
Basically, I mean, because that's people around Sacramento like noticing your work too.
Exactly,
so,
and appreciating it too.
Yeah.
I mean, and you're already pretty well known. I mean, you shoot. I mean, there's so many people who I like. We have a lot of people like mutual friends or mutual, I guess, acquaintances. Because I know like a lot of women that I know, like you've shot with. You know.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. A lot of people, they're like when I'm shooting. Or like when I meet the people, they're like, "Oh, who are you?" Like they don't know who I am till I mention my name, and they're like, "Wait, you shot with one of my friends, or you shot with this person?" I was like, "Damn, my pictures be flowing like that."
Yeah, I mean, that's how I felt. Like when Raj told me that he works with you, I was like, "Wait, what? You work with Jaylvisuals? That's crazy."
Yeah,
because so I do photography. Obviously, I'm not as good as you.
No,
but
I like your camera settings and your video skills. He was showing me the video, the horses.
I appreciate it.
That was pretty good. Yeah,
I appreciate it, man. But I know, like, when every time I've done photography, anytime I go to a shoot, I've used your work kind of as like an outline. Not saying like I'm trying to copy what you do. I'm saying
just to get a vision.
Because my favorite part about what you do, I think, when it comes to how you use light.
Yeah.
I mean, your photos really pop, man. I mean, it's like 3D. There's a lot of artists, or I'm gonna call you artists. Actually, there's a lot of artists out there who they kind of have like their thing. Like one of my favorite photographers also in SAC is OG Natho.
Yeah, OG.
I really love the way he retouches skin. But for you, I was like, man, that lighting, like your lighting setup, it really makes like the person in the photo look like they're actually standing outside the photo. It's crazy, man.
Because like that's what I'm saying. Like a lot of people, they could get a camera and go shoot, but then if they don't have like the settings right or the lighting right, it's never gonna pop out how they want it to look.
Yeah.
So that's why it's like I know a lot of people that will shoot around like. Because I have a friend, the one that was supposed to come here, his name is Chandler. His like IG is like 86 Media. He shoots just cars though.
Yeah.
But his lighting is always on point because he always shoots either sunrise or he'll shoot sunset. Because that's when like all the colors really pop out. He always, me and him always like, what do you call it? Like debating what time to shoot. Because a lot of people shoot around midday when the sun is so high up.
Yeah, mid-afternoon.
It just like overexposes the pictures and it just doesn't look right. Like you want your pictures to look good, you don't want it to look too weird and off color and all that.
Flat.
Yeah.
No, absolutely. Okay. Well, you actually said something, but I'm going to tell you what you said. So you talked about how other photographers don't have their settings. We're just going to put that there. We're going to come back to that a little bit later. how did you get into photography?
I started doing photography. Like, to be honest, I started doing it with my iPhone. So I just started taking pictures with my iPhone. Like, I was on.
That's crazy.
So I was on MySpace. Once that like died off, I went to Facebook. But then like Facebook got boring to me, so I got into. I had Facebook and Instagram.
So you were on like you had the original iPhone because wasn't Instagram only available
for iPhones for a while?
iPhone?
Yeah. But I think I had like maybe I had iPhone. I think it was the iPhone 5 or something like that.
Yeah, it was the first one I had too.
Yeah, I had, but those were like hella like durable. Like if you drop them, they would just dinge.
Yeah.
You drop these new ones and they just crack and whatever. Like, dude, the hell? I was like, go back to the good material, not these. That's the
Glass.
thing, though. That's how they get you.
Yeah.
You drop it, you have to go back to them and buy a new glass.
They knew what they was doing.
Yeah,
that's a trick. They know.
Yeah. So like, I started doing photography. So I was going to church and I had a friend that was doing photography with the camera, but I was just shooting with my iPhone. And so I just started throwing those pictures on Instagram. People were like, "Oh, you have like a good eye." So I was like, "Okay." I was like, "Let me, start doing that." And then so I bought a camera, started doing with that camera, and then I was like, this camera's not like really doing what I want. So I upgraded so I started with the Canon, went up to a Canon 6D, and then that's where it really took off. And then I don't know if it was like 4 years ago or 5 when I was doing this other job, like when somebody stole my camera, so I had to like bounce back. But
shit,
yes,
like they stole it out of the car or
out
something?
of my truck. Yeah, they broke into my truck and they stole it. So it's like I don't really mind it. Like karma's gonna get after them, but that's expensive.
Yeah.
You know?
Have you ever been like? Because one thing that's always made me nervous, especially cameras are not cheap.
Yeah, no.
Like
not
certain areas, like when I go to, I'm hella cautious. Like, have you ever had someone like try to snatch your shit off you before?
Nah. Either like if I go somewhere where it's like hella, like you have to be cautious. I don't leave my shit in there. I bring my backpack with me if I'm going inside a restaurant or anything. I still bring it inside with me. I was like, nah, I'm not leaving this right here.
Yeah, no, I fucking feel it.
Shit, we had an experience with that the other day where we were nervous about leaving the camera that we're shooting with now in my truck. And then, like, because all of a sudden, two, like, sketchy looking dudes pull up literally right next to us.
Saw me hiding it, too. I always try to hide my shit.
So
that's why I was telling you that I wanted to get, the Ford runner.
Safe?
Yeah, the safe, but... Like I wanted to get your camera's not going to fit in that safe. No. So I was like, that's why I wanted to get the Ford Runner or the RAV4 because it has more space and you could like either where the tire, the spare tire, you could like put it in there and nobody would really figure out where it's at. Yeah. So you just gotta really be cautious and like your surroundings. You just gotta make sure you're good. Yeah, because like you've seen the stories with all the people getting jacked in SF. It's
been crazy. Yeah. Actually, I feel like it's been picking up lately, and I've been seeing like not just like like people getting their shit stolen, but literally, being stuck up. They're just walking on the side of the street, and people are hopping out the cars and shit, and like actually sticking them up. That's crazy. Those are the type of situations I don't want to be in. But I mean, it really does happen. So you got the 6D about 5 years ago, and then that's kind of like where stuff picked up. I went on your Instagram and like really like went all the way back to the beginning. Because I was like, I have no clue like how long this dude's been doing photography. I know like when I first got introduced to your work, I think it was 2020. Yeah, I think it was 2020 when I really got introduced to it, and that's actually around the time where I started doing it again. But when I went to the bottom of your Instagram page, there was a photo you had with Mozzie.
Yeah.
Okay. Was this during that 5 year period, like when you just kind of started getting things pushing, or was this already something?
Well, the thing was, I got started introduced to like artists.
Yeah.
Through a friend. So when I started taking pictures, I worked at a gas station and there was DJs there. There were like 3 DJs. and they were into raves, so they invited me to raves, and that's when I started taking pictures at raves, just to like get the feel of like how raves are.
Yeah.
And then I met a videographer. His name is T Strong.
I know T.
Yeah, T Strong. I met him there, and he was I think he was just doing videos.
Yeah.
So that's when he started introducing me to get into like taking pictures for artists, and then he would always bring me to music videos, interviews, and then that's when I got into like meeting Mozzie and stuff like that, you know?
Yeah.
So it was pretty cool, like the experience. It's just like about around that time, it was just kind of like, you know, whatever the politics was going on, it's just like I didn't want to get too much into it. Like I just wanted to do my job and take my pictures, you know, and get credit for them. So I started doing that, and then I started meeting more artists after that. I have a DJ, she lives in Arizona right now. Her name is DJ Melly Mel.
Okay.
Yeah, she would invite me to her like shows because she would be DJing. And then I just started taking pictures for her. Then we just started like taking pictures for like different concerts that she would be doing. So that's how I got into like artists through both of them. Yeah,
I noticed too, like around that time, like a lot of your like your photos. I guess the word I'll use were kind of like assorted genres of photography. Like you had, I want to say there was like one graduation photo or something like that on there, but you had photos with musicians, you had photos of women, and then as you kind of go up your Instagram page, you find your niche.
Yeah.
How'd that happen? How'd you get into doing the type of photography that you do?
I think it's just like I think I just had like a mouthpiece, you know, like I wasn't trying to be weird or anything.
Yeah.
I just wanted to, you know, like every time that I try to shoot with somebody, I ask them what they want to do with their shoot. Like, you know, like I don't want to go straight, oh, you want to do straight Bondour? No, that's just like weird, you know, like I want to see what creativity you like and what you want to see in your pictures. I'm not gonna tell you to like just go to straight Bondour or whatever, you know, because like my pictures says it all. Like I keep changing it till I get like a good, you know, whatever I want to see in the pictures, you know.
Yeah.
But that's how I got to it. I just started talking. But the thing was like, to be honest, when I was in high school, I never really talked. I was shy. I was like probably like a little nerd kid. So I just never really. I used to hang around with like, I think it was like game bangers and shit, but I wasn't really in for that. Like once I saw like
the repercussions of it.
Yeah, once I saw everything that happened with all that, like people fighting over like a color or something, whatever. I just like, nah, I gotta graduate. I gotta get out of here. Like it's not me. So I just like, I was quiet, and then like I finally started talking because I was like doing customer service for a gas station. Yeah. So a lot of customers would come in and had to interact. You know, I couldn't just stand there like what do you call those? The ones that
fly on the wall.
No,
the mannequins.
The mannequin. Yeah, I couldn't just stand there, so I had to communicate, right? That's why they hired me to be customer service or cashier or whatever. So I just started talking, and then I met so many people there. Like this one time, these one chicks invited me to a bonfire, like right there. It was in the West Sac. They invited me to a bonfire. So what the hell? Yeah, we're doing bonfires out here. So I went. It was crazy. It's like it was
fire hazard right there.
I mean, there's hella fires right now.
Sure, that's what I'm saying.
But yeah, like I just started like talking through there, and then once I got into when I got into photography too, I got more into talking to people and communicating.
Yeah, you kind of have to.
Yeah, because it's like you can't just be like not talking, you know.
Right, you can't be like the quiet guy behind the camera because everyone always thinks that's a little weird.
Plus, you want to be comfortable with like the people that you're taking.
Yeah, that's what I tell, like, you know, some of the girls that haven't done photography or whatever, or like modeled whatever.
Yeah,
you know, I just tell them like bring music or, you know, just get a vibe.
Yeah,
you know, and then you'll start seeing, like, I'll help you like in posing. I'm not good at posing females, like, to be honest, but they know what they're doing. So I help them a little bit. Once I see like what I want or like the angle or whatever, then I'll start like, oh, do this or put your hand up here, you know, do different things. So I tell them to always like bring music and just get in the vibe, you know.
Yeah, you got to have them break the ice when it comes down to it.
Yeah, like I don't be quiet. Like, I mean, like, I don't stay quiet. Like I actually communicate with them and then ask them, what they do for work or whatever, just to, like you said, break the ice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you said that, a lot of times you would ask the women what they want. So was it mostly a lot of the women that would approach you to, take photos? That's what they would want to do, like risque photo shoots?
No. So this one time I still have those pictures up.
Uh-huh.
So like a long time ago, I met these two girls, because I used to go to like clubs and all that. And I don't know if you know the group called Hoff.
Yeah.
They I would always go to their like events or whatever. Mm-hmm. So I met these two girls and they wanted to do a shoot. So I was like, okay, so I went over to the house and then we were shooting and then they had like different styles and I was like, and then like the last style, like they had like a see-through thing and they were like naked. I was like, what the?
Yeah,
what is going on?
They just sprung it on you.
Yeah,
I was like,
was that your first one that was like that risky?
Yeah, like to be honest, yeah, because like, I would do like girls in like lingerie or whatever, but this one was like this
nipples
girl
out, you can see.
Yeah, you can see everything.
Uh-huh.
So I was like, holy shit! Like, but then like I kind of got like a vision of like that whole what is that, Adam and Eve? Because she was like almost naked. So there was like a tree, and I just put her on there, and I saw like what I really wanted to see, and then I just shot the picture, and then they liked all the pictures, and then I got them on to like when Hoff had their events, I got them on to be like on their posters,
okay,
like a cartoon. So I got them on that. Like I really like put a lot of people on, like if it's work that they done,
mm-hmm.
I'll send people their way. So it's just it just depends on them if the people or like. Anybody that will give me the credit for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't ask for too much, just credit.
So when they walked out in that, what they were wearing, like the see-through stuff, did it make you uncomfortable or did it just like,
not,
just like, okay?
I was just like, okay. Yeah. I didn't feel comfortable because uncomfortable. It's just,
naked women.
It's just naked women. I was like, holy shit. I was like, I felt like,
unexpected.
Unexpected. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was like,
that's probably how I would feel. I'd be like, I kind of wouldn't know what to say. Like, cause when you're first shooting, I guess, like, what do you say when they walk out in that? Just like,
you'll be surprised, but then like, once you start shooting and get into the vibe, you'll be like, oh, okay, you'll see what you want to see.
Yeah.
You don't want to think something else. You got to be like, oh, I'm here to shoot.
Yeah.
So
no, absolutely.
That, yeah.
You got to be professional. Because I got to know, like the first time I ever did a shoot like that, I was completely. It wasn't even the shooting portion of it. So I had a chick that she wanted to do a shoot, and it was like one of those things where it was like spur of the moment. Like she hit me up. She was like, "Hey, are you off work today?" I'm like, "Yep, cool. Come over to my house. Let's get a shoot in." I'm like, "All right." I have no clue like where we're gonna be shooting. There's no details. I get over to her house and she's all right. Help me pick out clothes. Boom, drops the clothes off. Like, all right, hey, hey, you can't do that. You can come out and and we'll decide that way. But after a while, I was like, you know what? I kind of became a little like desensitized to it. It was like it's just a naked body.
Yeah.
Like, do you find yourself kind of like even outside of the profession of it? Do you find yourself kind of being desensitized to that, like naked women?
I don't know, to be honest, because like the thing is like you got to think of it. So think of a way. Put yourself as your what's that guy's name? The guy from Titanic when he was painting that girl naked. Think of yourself DiCaprio? Like that, but you're, think yourself as you're painting a girl naked, but you're actually just focusing on getting the creative side of it,
the actual
not worrying
art.
about her, being naked and shit. Because being naked for like females or like for photographers, it's an art too.
Right.
Like you gotta shoot that as an art. You can't be thinking other crazy things in your thoughts. That's why.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's why you gotta like focus on art and your photography and not think of something else. Like put all that aside and just do your job.
Yeah. I just noticed with myself, like in my personal life, it kind of like even affected that. Like So I was contracted with a strip club, and I would go in anytime they had like a new chick. I would go in and have to take photo, like do like a photo shoot, so that way they could put her on their website. So outside of photography, like just interacting with women, and even like having like, you know, romantic situations where a girl would get naked, like it was kind of like one of those things where I seen so much of it. It was like, okay, you know, like there had to be more, like, and that's what I was that's what I was asking. Like, do you find it like even like in your personal life where it's you don't get as stimulant because you've like seen it so much?
I get what you mean now. Like
you could be around a ton of beautiful women. It's like, okay.
So usually when I would be shooting with like some females and then they just get undressed and it's like, oh, you know, it's just another like girl getting undressed. And then like one of the girls that I usually shoot with, her name is like her IG is like Boosted Mama. I shoot with her and she just like, you know, she'll just get undressed, but then it's just like, oh, you know, we're actually like trying to promote both ourselves. So she just doesn't. It's like, oh, you know, she's like, yeah, you already see me like naked. It's like whatever.
Yeah.
So it's just like with me. So it's just like, yeah, you know, I already seen you. It's like nothing new. Like, or she'll be, or like other girls be like, oh, he's seen everything. So it's like nothing new. So yeah, but I just keep it to like, you know, of what I'm trying to do in my shoot or profession, you know?
Yeah. Absolutely. I just have two more questions about this and then we'll hop into something else here. But, you know, when I started photography, I kind of got into the risque thing too. And it wasn't actually what I wanted to do. You know, like it was like one of those things where I had a camera and I think all I did was just post a photo of the camera, you know, on Instagram. And then like people started hitting me up and I was all right, cool. Like, you know, let me go ahead and get these shoots and let me start trying to build my portfolio. Yeah. And it was like 90% of the people who wanted to do shoots with me, of course it was girls, but that was like the type of photo shoots they wanted to do, like lingerie, risque stuff. Was that something that you would say you didn't want to do? Or do you, I guess, do you have plans of like expanding outside of that type of photography? And did you originally plan to do that?
Well, when I started doing that, you know, I thought it was just like that, or people would hit me up, or like females would hit me up for those. But then it's like, I kind of like, you know, moved a different way to a different content, you know? I didn't want to be just doing the same thing. You know, I got to go to cars or something. Right. Shoot clothing, you know, merchandise or whatever, shoot different things. I kind of want to start like, I want to get into like the real estate. That's where like the money's at.
Real estate photography?
Yeah, because it seems easy because it's all you need is one of those long zoom lens, stabilize a tripod. You're good. All you got to do is get the right pictures, and then you probably need to get a drone too if you want to get like a high view. But that's where it's money, you know, because it's like, you know, like what Nipsey said, you know, he was like saying that he wanted to get into real estate. That's where the money's at. Like, who cares about the jewelry? Who cares about the cars? Who cares about the shoes? Like, for me, it was always, you know, as long as I had somewhere to go, like a car from taking me from A to B, I was fine with that. Yeah. But then a lot of people, like what I saw in high school, a lot of females were always after the dude that had a car, that had, you know, money or place. Then like I started getting money. I started having my own spot. I had my car that I paid off myself. And then where are the females at? Like, it's just weird. I was like, what the hell? Like, so this doesn't make sense. So I was like, forget all that. Like, you know, I'm gonna try to do some other stuff.
Oh, 100. Yeah. So you want to get into real estate photography? It sounds like mostly for, you know, just to kind of like build more assets and things like that. Yeah. Do you have like any I guess artistic desires in photography that you want? Like, so the type of photography that you're doing now, would you be doing that also with the real estate, or do you want to kind of leave that completely alone and maybe get into something else as far as photography goes with the real estate kind of joint at the hip?
Well, with that, I probably, you know, if I'm gonna make like a website, you know, I'll probably keep stuff separate. So it's like they don't just see all the other shit, you know. I gotta keep I gotta keep it
you
separate.
can't talk to real estate clients and be like, hey, you want to check out my work, and then
you'd have to go by your government name for your real estate.
That's crazy. So you know, I gotta keep it separate. But that's what I'm saying. You can't just be sticking to one like what do you call it? Like
niche?
Like avenue.
One niche. Yeah, you gotta expand to like landscape, you know, cars, like what you guys do, the horses and shit, like people that do, or like sports, you know, you gotta expand that till you find what you really, people like gravitate you, and then until you find what you really want to do. Yeah. You can't just stay in one spot. You gotta keep doing, change it up, you know.
Yeah. Now you talked about earlier. Now this was that thing that I said I'm gonna put on the table. Yeah. I'm gonna take it off the table. Other photographers, okay. Do you feel, and this is just my own personal opinion, I feel like because social media has now become like this big business for a lot of people. Yeah. Everyone is trying to pursue that, and I feel like it's being oversaturated with photographers, quote unquote, and models, quote unquote. You know, and the reason why I personally think that it could be an issue is, you know, I feel like, for example, okay, I feel like a lot of photographers take the easy route. And granted, I think your photography is amazing. I think if you did photography that wasn't naked women, you would still get the same amount of following.
Yeah,
I mean,
right?
It's just
honestly, some of my favorite photos that I've saw of yours is like the stuff you did with like the dudes wearing the mask and stuff.
Yeah,
that shit's hard.
So I started doing that. That's like some LA stuff, because you know how Kanye be doing when he had that Yeezus tour,
the black mask. Yeah.
No, when he first, you know, when he did the Yeezus tour, that's when he started doing all those mask things.
Okay. Yeah.
So I kind of inspired to that, but I wanted to throw it like my own twist. Like I have another shoot that I want to do, but it's just I need like people to help me. So like in LA. Before like the whole COVID stuff or whatever, they used to do meetups where like there was like people that would, you know, juggle, people that would spit fire, whatever, people that would have
just
like
talented people,
and it would be a meetup, and there's all you go there, all the photographers go there and just shoot whatever they see they like, you know, and then
I know someone who goes to that. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I don't know, like out here they don't really have. You have to really find the person that will spit fire or whatever, do all that smoke stuff. You know, that's why like I got into like the whole mask thing, and I started doing that. And then I don't know, I got like a new mask that I'm trying to do, but I still need to figure the idea. I want to go to Chinatown and do that one, but then I have this other idea where like I kind of want to be in the circle of fire.
Okay.
So I'm trying to do something like that, but
you gotta get that permit.
I would need like somebody with the fire extinguisher or some shit.
And try to set it up real quick with, you know, just hurry up and extinguish it while you get the shot.
Yeah. Well, no. I'm not gonna like I'm gonna just be inside the circle, you know, and just be in the middle, and then people get the shot. But it's just you gotta buy the right material because you don't want it to look like kind of crappy.
Yeah, you don't want to look like shit.
But then I wanted to add the fire, the people that spit fire, because it'll look clean, you know. Or like buy one of those. What are those ones that people use to like the rappers? Those torches that that shoot flames out.
Or so you like pyrotechnics?
Okay. Yeah.
So what's funny? Well, not funny, but I have a cousin that like he's like one of those like dudes that you see in Hawaii. He like throws fire up in the air and just fucks with it a lot. I wish he lived here in Sacramento, because I would definitely like hook you up with him, because like he's actually like really good, and he goes on like tour all over the United States.
Oh shit.
So like if he's ever in Sacramento, man, I'm about to hit him up and I'm gonna tell him that you want to do pictures for him, because that would be hard.
Yeah.
Right. Now my question earlier. So what I was getting to was, you know, so like I said, I think like your photography alone stands out on its own, right? Even if it wasn't naked women, I think you would still get the same amount of following just because you're that good. But I do think there's a lot of photographers out there who just take the easy route. I personally don't think they're really that good at what they do. I just think that the reason why they have the following that they do is because, once again, it's beautiful women. It's beautiful naked women, actually, at that, or half dressed. Do you feel like the game is kind of getting oversaturated with a lot of that?
I'm pretty sure, because like when I be shooting, so I'll do like, I'll shoot some girl and then I get hella likes or whatever.
Yeah.
And then I'll shoot a guy model or something and it's like there's nothing there. I was like, dude, like I'm just trying to change it up. Like if you don't like, are you guys just too attached to all these girls that I'd be shooting? Like, so it's just like I try to change it up and it doesn't really catch on. But then I've been trying to do like more reels too, because that's where, a lot of people could have like 10K or whatever, 10K plus and everything. But if you're not getting paid by Instagram or any of that,
it doesn't mean nothing.
It don't mean nothing. Yeah. Because I started getting paid for the reels that I did. But the only thing is, reels are pretty hard because you could throw one reel out and if it doesn't pass 1K or whatever, 1K, it's just hard to get it up there. Because a lot of people I seen a lot of people that have hella followers and their reels go up hella high, but are you really getting paid for those reels?
Yeah, like if you don't have that contract with Instagram, then, or that deal with them, then you don't get it. Because I know like a lot of and that's how like a lot of business models are, where it's like 1,000 is the mark. Because even for podcasting, with anytime we have a sponsor, or when we do have a sponsor, if we don't hit 1K, we're gonna make some money, but it's not gonna be
it's not what you expect of getting from it. Yeah, that's just the same way with like the reels. So for the reels, for me to get $1,200, I had to get plays from I think 11.02 million plays to get that $1,200.
Damn.
But I didn't reach that, but I got paid like 100, 140, 130. It's still something. But
it's not free. Like, you didn't do it for free. That's the best part.
So that's why I was like, I've been trying to do more reels. So when I don't have like pictures to post, I'll throw a reel out just to like, get the reels up.
Yeah. Have you done anything to kind of like social media proof your business? Like what I mean by that is, if I don't know, Facebook and everything went away, do you still have like a way to run your business, or is it kind of all based off of Instagram?
Well, I'm trying to like really expand more, like, so that's why I was saying I kind of want to do like a website so it's easier to find me, because it's like if everything goes out, like Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, whatever, I'll still have my website, and then you'll be able to reach me on there.
Yeah.
So you gotta have a plan B, plan C.
For sure. Yeah, you gotta get that website, man. Absolutely.
What's the most views that your reels have gotten, or one of your reels?
Shoot, I think like 5K. But it's weird because it's like, I try to make it creative and add like all these transitions and whatever, how everybody does it.
Yeah.
But it's just like, I don't know. I think I have to get more like, what is it? Tags or tag a lot of
hashtags
stuff.
And all that shit.
Yeah. But it's just like, if it doesn't catch the people, it's just like, it's just the reel. So like if it didn't reach what I want, I'll just delete it, because it's like,
I think that kind of has to be the most frustrating thing when it comes to like photography and like these reels.
Yeah.
So you obviously you have such a creative mind. I like your work a lot. But so like if they don't see what you want to see, what you envisioned, it just doesn't like succeed like you want. Like it's a dope reel, but people just don't appreciate it.
Yeah,
that's got to be the most frustrating thing, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, same thing for pictures. Like even like what you said, like you'll post like a picture with like a male, and it's a fire picture, but all these thirsty dudes just want to fucking see the half naked girl that you take.
Yeah, I mean, so that's what I'm saying. I mean, there's no lie in that, but it's just like, they gotta see creativity. They don't, a lot of people are not too creative. Or
ain't that
because that's why I'm
not
saying.
trying to shit on nobody.
No,
but
that's
I
why
ain't afraid to shit on no one. They just don't appreciate the art.
no, that's what I'm saying. That's why when he said if I wasn't to shoot females or anything, like, and if I was to shoot some other stuff, you will see like still the creativity, but it's because of the eye that I have of what I want to see, and people, you know, and maybe think, oh, these people want to see this type of photography, you know. Yeah. So that's why I'm saying like what he mentioned.
So I got a question for you because I've done very little photography and stuff. I don't do it as much as I would like, honestly, but I'm also very picky about who I want to shoot with because of a bad experience with one person. Or actually, it was like two people. I didn't like how they were rushing me to get their pictures to them.
Yeah, I don't fuck with that.
So I don't like that. Like,
does that? Yeah, that's irritating, isn't it?
Yeah, it's irritating. But the thing is, like, a lot of people really know that I, you know, once. So when I take pictures, I'll send people their pictures, and then I'll ask them, you know, pick like a few of them that you want me to edit that you like. Because if I take, there's a lot of people that take thousands of pictures, and these people only like 5 of them. I was like, so what was the whole point of me taking all these pictures? Like.
Exactly.
That's why I say when I take the pictures, I have an eye for what I want to see, and then they like it, and then they'll give me like, you know, from like 5 to 8 good pictures that they really liked, and then I'll just edit those and then send them back. That's why my time frame is a little bit fast, but it's just like that's how it should be. You know, you don't want to spend there all day just editing all the freaking pictures they want. Like, dude. Yeah. Just pick the best ones. Because we're only going to, for me, like when I post, I'll post one day. I'll post one each day, you know, to make it like the diagram.
Like the algorithm of Instagram to get it to get the most like likes out of it.
Yeah. So that's what I do. Because like I'll pick like 1 or 2, post one or two one day, then 1 or 2 the other day. Or I'll do it like 1 or 2 one day, one day, then 1 or 2 the other day.
Got it.
So, you know, different. So say you're like, you shoot like in the same like area. I try to make it like post one, like a different position, or post a different position or a different location in another position, you know. You don't want all the same pictures.
You don't want to like release a whole set on Instagram, because then it's like, all right,
it's gonna get boring.
Yeah, so you got to like pick the best ones from each different set. So kind of walk us through your creative process. Like,
yeah, exactly.
You get there on the photo shoot, or you get there to the photo shoot. You got the model. What's the first thing you typically do?
I usually just tell. Well, we start with the, like, you know, we'll start with their outfits. Like, you know, we'll start with one outfit, and then, you know, I'll be like, oh, you know. I'll tell them to, like I said, bring music, you know, get into the vibe. So I'll start with one location. I'll like how do you say I'll visionize and see like the whole, like the whole area.
The scenery?
Yeah, the scenery. I'll look at the whole area and see what I want to see, or where I want her to pose at. Yeah. And then once I'm done there, like, you know, I'll take like 5 to 10 pictures there, like different areas. Right. And then, next outfit, you know. And then let's go to a different area. So we gotta. I like to change the areas, because like there's a group that, there's a group that does where a lot of photographers meet. They shoot in one area, but the thing is, like, you're gonna have the same picture as the other photographer. Yeah. Like, you gotta really change it. That's why I don't like going.
This was that group you were telling me about the other day, right?
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, I don't like going to those meets because I don't want to be shooting where everybody else is shooting. Right. You know, like if I go, I'll probably like pick the model or whoever I'm shooting and find another spot where all of them are all there, you know. It's just the way that I want to shoot it, you know, like I don't want to have the same idea as their idea. Yeah. I want to switch it up.
Are you pretty I guess picky about how you go about your shoots? Like if a model has an idea and you're like, I'm not fucking with it, do you not shoot it, or do you still spend your time and shoot it?
I mean, if it doesn't take hella long, I'll still take the time to see what's her ideas or creativity. You know, I'm not gonna bash anybody on what what they want because it's literally their pictures. You know, I'm just doing the work. You know, and I'm still gonna get paid for it.
That's what I was gonna say. You get paid for your shoots.
Yeah.
Too. So I mean, it's at the end of the day, it's your art. But I mean, if you take into consideration, I mean, you're gonna put out what you want, obviously.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's why like. But then when I do shoots too, like. I'll send them a couple pictures. I'll be like, "Hey, is it all right if I post these ones?"
Yeah,
you know, I get permission because I'm not trying to post one. Well, before Instagram didn't have that thing, so you know how you could post 3 or 4, and then you couldn't even delete. You have to delete the whole thing. Now Instagram did it where you could just go to edit and delete one of those out that didn't look right. So now they actually listen to the people like.
Because that was frustrating because like you would post a whole set and there'd be like one photo out of the set that maybe even the model had an issue with, and then that whole set you have like 1,000 likes or whatever, and now you got to delete the whole thing and start over, and you don't even get
Dude, that'd be annoying. I'm glad I never had to experience that.
No, it definitely does. Okay, I mean that's kind of cool. I mean just to hear that. So you usually get their permission first before you post anything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
you
cool.
just let them post whatever they want, like. As far as like the photos you take.
That's what I'm saying. I'll let them post what they want. Just give me the credit for it, you know?
Yeah.
Because it's like at the end of the day, and then there's one thing I know you guys are going to talk about this. I dislike when people put filters over the picture that's already.
That's so fucking annoying, dude.
It's already edited. I was like, why do you need to put a filter?
I was like, you just ruined a perfectly like something that you took time to do.
Yeah,
because editing's not anything that takes fucking like 2 minutes to do.
No,
like
plus
people don't
filters,
understand that.
Plus the filters are over like the JPEG, right? So like it's really fucking it up. Like I went and fucking edited this shit raw.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. I was like, if you just want the pictures how they come out, I'm gonna send them to you like that. You just pay me, and then you can get the pictures like that. I'm not gonna edit nothing.
Yeah,
so, it's like a waste of your time, dude. That is annoying, actually. Like,
I was like, I'm not, and I'm serious. There's other photographers that'll talk about that. But like, I don't like it when people put filters. I was like, dude, like you just spend time editing a picture because literally when you edit, if it's too like overpowered by the sun, you got to bring that down or whatever, and then you have to change the color. If it's not greener, you got to make it greener, the grass or whatever. So it's just like once they throw that filter on,
throw the black and white shit on there,
it's like
it just fucked my whole shit up. that pisses me off too.
Has you I got a question for you. Have you ever had like gave someone pictures and then not give you credit for it?
I'm sure that happens often.
That's probably the most frustrating thing to me.
That's a big thing in the community.
There was a picture that I did, and this one was just off guard and then black and white. So I shot a picture, but I'm not gonna,
air this person out. You don't have to.
Yeah. So I shot this picture, and then they liked it, and I sent it to the his manager, or whatever, and they liked it and all that. And then I never got my credit for it, so I was like,
come on. And there's probably someone that had like quite a big following, huh?
I'm sure, and that's usually where you see it. Yeah. Like you usually get that type of shit. Like anytime you shoot with someone who has like a huge following,
they think they're too good to give a photographer the credit that they deserve.
Yeah, it's the same way with producers, bro. Like you put this beat on to somebody, and then they blow up with the song, and then where's the shout out to the producer or whatever for this beat? Like, come on, man. Like, I know the producers get their money for it, but it's like
some of them don't. Some of them don't.
Honestly, that's probably why like most producers, when they make a beat, they do their little sound bites on it.
Yeah,
the tag,
like like DJ Khaled, we the best, like or some shit, like that's actually smart. Like, too bad like photographers don't have like something that can do that.
Shoot them.
Well, I mean, you could add your tag or your logo, but then it's like takes up hella time. Or like you just got to make sure you had to put it hella small where you still see it. Because that's what I was telling you. A lot of people started noticing me with my tag. My tag will be on there, and people were like, "What the hell?" Like, so they were like, "I know who you are. I seen your picture somewhere." I was like,
sometimes like that's a really cool thing. You know what I mean? Like I know a lot of girls who love to post a photo with Photo B's logo because it just shows that they fuck with Photo B.
Yeah,
and like that's a name that a lot of people want to be associated with.
This one time, I think, because I seen hella pictures that OG Nathan will be shooting, and then like the person doesn't even tag him. I was like, don't tag Nathan. I was like, what?
I mean, you got to tag Nathan.
Yeah.
Like, that's the person you want to be, like, associated with.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. If you're in Sacramento, you want to be associated with OG Nathan.
So that's what I was saying. I was like, come on, like, and then I already know who the pictures is because
that's fumbling the bag.
I seen the edits, you know?
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Now, have you ever, or how often do you turn down shoots? Like, is there shit that's like, all right, this is a little too crazy? I kind of have a story because I've been in that situation where I'm like, this doesn't sound like a photo shoot. This sounds like you trying to fuck.
Damn. No, like, so I think this one time I went to one of my homies was gonna shoot a video, I guess, but it was like a house party thing. So I went there and then I was taking pictures and all that. And all I hear is shooting. I was like, dude, what the hell's going on here? And then there's like a helicopter too outside. I was like, dude,
shit.
Like, I came here to shoot pictures. What the hell's going on here?
Yeah.
So I was like, after that, I never went to no house party no more. I was like, nah, hell no. I was like, I'm just a damn cameraman. You guys over here.
I ain't got no security. I ain't got nothing. Like, this shit's going to get raided and then my shit going to get snatched. Yeah.
So it's just like, I don't know. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Well, what was your story?
So I did this risque shoot with this chick, and she was actually a really good friend of mine. But then she started kind of throwing out these ideas about different shoots we can do, and she wanted to do one with her friend, which was cool. I was like, all right, I'm down with that. And she was like, yeah. And then she was like, I want to do one that incorporates a photographer. So I was like, okay, like how so? She was like, well, I want to be in the bed and I want to be naked, but like I wanted to make it seem like the photographer is like my lover or something. Like I'm gonna like actually like do something with you. So like she was like, I want an element of you in the photo. And I'm like, okay, how so? She was like, well, you have to be like somewhat like naked. Like you have to make it seem like you're naked. I'm like, this starts to sound like, as this photo shoot progresses, I'm going to be asked to do more and more in this photo shoot. And I don't know if I'm really down with that. Like there was like, I want to call myself a germaphobe at all, but I don't really like to be touched. You know what I'm saying? So like I've had photo shoots before where, especially like at the strip club where like I would get like touched, like I would get like like shit put on me. I'm like, I don't want to fucking touch your titties. I'm sorry, like just don't put your titties on.
Yeah, it's been. I mean, like no disrespect, but it's been touched by all the guys that go there. It's just like you don't know where
they're so comfortable. Yeah, I get it. Because like you said, they've been touched, but it's like when I arrive there with my camera, I'm just there to get paid and get out. You know what I mean? Like I want to hurry up and get my shit. And go ahead and start working on it. Get it out, get it edited, especially for something like that where I had a contract.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like you want to go in, do your whatever your photography, and get out. Like if there's extra shit, it's like no can do.
Yeah, especially when you have your gear.
Yeah,
like
yeah, that's true.
Like I've been invited to like after a photo shoot, which is always hella cool. Like I've had photo shoots in Frisco where, after we got done with the studio, we would go to eat, but anything outside of that is like, all right, that's a red flag. That's a no-no. Like now I'm starting to feel like I'm getting fucking set up.
No, like I like sometimes I would do is like some pictures where I would like, and then, I would ask them first. I was like, could I do a picture like this? So I would do a picture where like I'm taking the picture in my hand and then like it's like reaching for her butt. But
see, it was something like that.
Just to be funny like that, just to be funny.
Yeah.
And then people will be like, what the fuck? Like,
have you ever thought about, I mean, I don't know if you probably, maybe you already do, but have you ever thought about with your photography putting it on OnlyFans?
I do want to do that, but I think I have to get like, because literally, okay, so say like you're a guy, wouldn't you want to go to some guy's OnlyFans that he's be shooting all just the naked girls?
Yeah.
Instead of just going to a girl like her page. I mean, you would want to, but the photographer's shooting all the shit. So wouldn't you want to go to his OnlyFans and see all the crazy females, whatever the fuck they do? Yeah,
because that's what I always thought about. So I don't do that type of photography anymore. Actually, matter of fact, I won't do photography. I try not to.
Yeah.
But I always feel like I just missed the boat. Like I was like, damn, if OnlyFans was around the time where I was doing photography, hell yeah. Like I would hit up every single model I was doing it with, like, hey, do I have your permission to post, the photos I'll give you a small cut or whatever.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why you gotta go with you gotta get the contract.
Yeah.
If you really want to do that. Yeah, because I want to do it. And then I told a friend before too, I was like, she's into like the cosplay and shit. I was like, dude, you could get but like not in that way.
No,
she's
just
like,
anything.
Yeah. So I was like,
just like convention type cosplay.
But that's what I'm saying. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. OnlyFans, you could be creative anywhere. So why wouldn't you post your cosplay or whatever on the OnlyFans? People would want to see that.
Yeah,
nerds would want to see that. I don't know.
People take OnlyFans though as it's just like a porn site.
No,
it's not.
Yeah,
it's not. It's content.
That's the whole thing where it started from. It was a content thing, a content creator.
Yeah,
and then to get money, but
sex workers took over.
Yeah,
no disrespect to those, but I mean, it's a place to post your content and your art. Like, exactly. So
that's what I'm saying. Like, you could do a freaking OnlyFans post. Like, if you go to a Comic-Con or some shit, and you see all these fine females or whatever, like dressed up as
Chun-Li or some shit.
Yeah, and then people will probably go look at it. I mean, it just depends. Don't like overprice the video or whatever you're gonna do, but it's hard. It's kind of hard, like to try to compete with that stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I guess, I mean, maybe that's why people do Patreon, like for, because I know a lot of photographers who put their stuff on Patreon, like for their nude shoots. And then even like some podcasts and stuff, like, I always thought like, shit, you could just put yourself on OnlyFans. They're already there.
Well, I mean, the Patreon, probably people do like you said, podcast wars, like people talk about OnlyFans or talk about like sex or whatever. That's what I'm saying. Because I think what's his name? No Jumper. He has
Adam 22.
Yeah, he has one of those shits. I think where it's just podcast and talking to all these females that do OnlyFans and shit like that.
Plug talk, yeah.
Yeah, so it's just like you could do that too.
Yeah. Huh. I think that's an opportunity for a lot of people.
By the way, just to mention, I just got word that OnlyFans is a trigger for YouTube.
Is it?
Yeah, I didn't know. I had no idea. You know how many times we've talked about like only OF on here, I guess?
Really?
No, but you know how like you were talking about like, oh, I don't shoot pictures or stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's how T Strong was. He just shot video. So he was so used to the video thing. And then he was like, man, I don't even know how to shoot pictures. I was like, what? I was like, dude, it's the same. It's like somewhat similar, but the editing is different,
Yeah. See, for me, it was, so I bought a camera and my goal was to always do video. I bought a Sony A7. I was all right, I'm going to do video. I heard this was a great video camera. And like I said, I posted it on Instagram. Like I was hella excited and shit. And then hella people started hitting me up for photos. And I did photography for like 2 to 3 years. And I noticed I wasn't doing any video. I was like, fuck, dude, like I'm not getting any better at composing video. I'm really good at photography, but like my videos kind of like are mid, So then I was like, okay, let me go ahead and sell my actual photography camera. And then that's when I got, the camera that we're shooting with now.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, like now I can't do photos. Like no one can hit me up for photos anymore.
Yeah, just video.
Yeah, just video only. So that way I could develop in that area, which I think, I think I'm okay. I think I'm getting better at it, but
you're a dope video editor, dude.
Do you guys take a break on here? Because I go.
Actually, well, we're gonna wrap it up actually because we had our hour point here. So, was there anything that you wanted to? Any last questions? Or anything?
You know what? I've never wondered. Have you ever done weddings? That's probably the last thing.
I done a couple ones. I did a wedding for one of my friends. She does what does she do? Like for her events, she makes she'll organize your event.
Like a wedding planner or an event?
Yeah, event planner. There we go.
Yeah. And
then she had her wedding and she told me that if I could shoot it or like take pictures, and I was like, I'm not that good at that. Like, but I'll take a chance, So I did it.
Like it.
I mean, the pictures were all right. I'm not gonna lie. But then they wanted to do like more pictures after that because everybody was like, turn and whatever.
Yeah.
So we're like, oh, we'll shoot some more. So we went to the same place and we shot some more wedding pictures, and they like those the best. So she always posts. She always be posting those too.
Okay.
So that's what I'm saying. Like I want to do more of that, but I need an extra person. I can't just be, oh, somebody wants me to shoot pictures over here or over here.
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
And then video, like you need somebody with the video. So it's just like
you gotta have a whole team.
It's a whole team. Yeah. So it's hard. It's not like something you can just pick up in one day. Like you gotta really like find people that you really like, fuck with, and then
mesh with. It's got to be a chemistry thing. Yeah, I got you.
And then after that, you set up the team, and then hire people to do it. Or I mean, tell people that you do weddings and whatever, and then you show them their team, and then you show them their work.
Yeah,
you show people their work so they can be like, oh, okay, yeah, he does do that. So
yeah,
I do want to do that. I done like did my cousin's quinceañera. But I had a camera videographer with me. His name is Nelson. I had him with me, and me and him, I was taking the pictures. He was doing the video.
Okay.
So,
dope.
For sure. Yeah. Is there anything that you want to plug before we
your IG, anything?
Well, my IG is it's everybody always says Jaylvisuals. I need to probably change it, but it's Jaylvisuals. Because it's my first name and my last name.
Oh.
And then that's why, but a lot of people always say Jaylvisuals. Or they'll just call me by visuals. They're like, hey, what's up, visuals? Like, what the? I was like, okay, I guess.
Hey,
So, but yeah, my IG is Jaylvisuals. You could go follow that. Check out my work, book.
Yep, book him. He's a dope photographer, man. If you're in the Sacramento area, not many are better than him.
Sure, that's the damn truth.
Yeah, I kind of want to expand more, but then how with this gas thing going on, it's hard to go. It's hard to go to LA where you want to really go.
It's fucking crazy right now. Yeah,
so it's that's what I was
you might as well to stay local.
Yeah, right. But that's what I'm saying. A lot of people won't find your talent if you're local. You got to expand somewhere else.
Yeah. Well, the nice thing is Sacramento is kind of like on the up and up. Like, I feel like a lot of people are getting exposure out here now, which there's so many talented, dope individuals here in Sacramento that people just haven't heard of. So things are getting pushing. But let's go wrap it up. For anyone who's listening on YouTube, make sure that you subscribe, comment, and stay tuned for any new material that we have going on. Our Arctic House, we always got some new stuff popping here.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Anybody who's listening to this on the streaming services, make sure you go ahead and leave a review. That really, really helps us out. And get that download count up.
Yep. Yeah. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeart, all of them.
Yeah, get all of them.
Yep. And again, thank you, Jaylvisuals. My bad, I never knew that.
Yeah.
Jaylvisuals for coming in, man.
Yeah.
Definitely, top 5 dopest photographers in Sac.
Appreciate the love, shit.
Yeah, it's an honor, man. It's an honor. I was really excited to meet you. So
yeah. I mean, shit. You guys can always invite me to come out and just, discuss with you guys, because you guys do it daily, right? Or sometime he told me every Wednesday.
Yeah, we do it every Wednesday, every week.
So we might change up a few things, but most of the time it's going to be Wednesdays and stuff too.
Yeah, because that's what I'm saying. I could always come and be like a third person or something.
Yeah, we can get you on our regular schedule program. Where we actually cut it up and talk about some crazy shit. So
but this was more of a just to get to know you type thing. Like I said. I'm sure Cousin P can agree. One of the things that we eventually have a goal to do is just to put people from Sacramento up.
Yeah.
If we ever get the high follow count subscribers, we want to put people up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's the main point here in Sacramento area. We got to bring our people up. Whatever it is, whatever talent they got, music, photography,
Absolutely.
Videography. Art, drawing, paintings, anything that's art, and that makes you an artist. We got to bring them up.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Well, again, thank you for coming.
Yeah, thank you, appreciate it.
All right, man.
You said you gotta go pee or something?
Yeah.